What up, everybody? This is Zach from Team Dreadnought. This is for our Stochea player, Brandon, but he will be out of commission this next week, so I got permission to do his Zorga deck profile. Very pretty boys. We have Tummy Teeth, Dream Nibbling for the Ride deck starter. Everyone knows what it does. Rancor Chain, when he's rode on top of him, you can Soul Blast 1, draw 2, and discard 2. But you only have to discard 1 order card to pitch an order. When he's ridden, you grab a normal order from your grave, add it to your hand. And then big boy, Zorga. We'll discuss these boys when we get to the deck, but this is your ride line. This is what you're working with. Starting off with grade 3s, we have 2 of an order, Cursed Souls, Squirming, and Agony. Pay this card with Soul Blast 2. Look at the top 4 cards from your deck, choose the 1 unit from among them, call it to rearguard, and the rest get discarded. But if you cast this on Alchemagic, which is Zorga's special ability, when you pay this cost, and you check top 4, you call 2 instead of 1, and the called units get power plus 5. Then we have 3 Grief, Despair, and Rejection. Counterblast 1, if your Vanguard is Zorga, choose 3 units and they get 10k. It's probably just bar none one of the better orders for this deck. It's just a very simple give 10k to 3 boys for Counterblast 1. If you have any drop zone, you can Alchemagic. Then we have 3 Mysterious Rain Spiritualist Zorga. Zorga's straight up ability is once per turn, Counterblast 1, choose a card for drop zone, call it to rearguard. His other ability is called Alchemagic. So when you would cast an order, you can choose a different named order from your drop, cast it as well, and then the one that got cast from the drop gets bound. Since orders will be played once per turn, this deck really specializes in using very, very powerful order cards, more than once a turn. On to the grade 2s. We have a nice little Ghost Chase at 3. This is a Blitz order, only activated during your opponent's turn. Choose one of your units that gets 5, and then you choose a card in your field that's not being attacked and bounce it to your hand. So if you were to draw into this boy, we'll get to the ability later, you can use Zorga's ability to bring it back from the drop, use it as a 5k booster, then Ghost Chase a 50k body to hand. That's probably its biggest use. We'll get to the grade 1 that you can just combo off with when we get to grade 1s. But overall, very good order. Nice, good utility. Gets shield back, gets units that give power back. Then we have 4 Inheritance Maiden Hydrina. She is, when placed, you're allowed to just mill the top 3 cards of your deck. Then retire this unit until the end of the turn. Next time you would pay Soul Blast for Alchemagic, you do not have to pay the Soul Blast cost. This is very good for cards like Squirming and Agony. Since it costs Soul Blast 2, this deck doesn't have, this nation doesn't have a lot of like resource gain without being so heavily costed. So being able to just say no to that is just real good. Then we have 3 Black Tears Husk Dragon. Since his other ability only works on Vanguard, it's just when you play an order card, he gets 5. Nice, good, solid booster. Combined with a lot of these cards, he's just a very big beater. Wagered that. On to the grade 1s, we have probably the best card in the entire Stochea Nation, Spiritual Body Condensation. It's a Soul Blast 1, bring a card back, that's a grade lower than your Vanguard, and it gets plus 5. Very good to combo off with this one to give 3 things 10k, or this one to call a total of 3 units instead of just 1 or 2. So again, it's just bar none probably the best grade 1 in the entire nation. Then we have Conspiring Mutant Admantis. On play, just choose a card and it gets 5. So return it to hands. If you played it early on for an attacker just to give something boost, return it back, call it next turn. This is a very solid card, especially with Zorga's being able to just counterblast 1 to bring it back and you just call it and give something 5. Then we have 4 Planar Prevent Dragon, the PG, as we always say on the channel, 4 PGs, no more, no less. Don't play less. Things hit high numbers now. Then we have, my triggers are all not in order, I hate that. 8 crit, gotta apply that pressure. 3 fronts. You mill a lot in your own deck here if you use Hydrangea a few times. So the draws aren't really that needed because you also conserve hand by just using your order cards to bring monsters from the drop. So this allows just for even more pressure with your black tiers being +5 activated in order, everything else, all your orders giving 5k or 10k. Then we have 3 heals, bada bing. Then we have the big boy, the over trigger, Source Dragon Deity of Blessings, Bless Favor. This is every trigger. So when it's checked 100 million to something, then you choose a card, it gets a crit, choose your front row, they get 10, and then heal a card for your damage. It is just overall every trigger, and it can really turn the game in your favor if you hit it at the right moment. So that is Rain's Spiritualist Zorga deck profile. Brandon's build, since he is going to be out, sadly. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and let us know what you think about it.